very rude. I'm gonna let you know right now.
I don't even notice it.
My wonderful
What breadsticks in your purse, Mom?
We can actually.
Did you use paper?
I'm letting you know right now.
Just folded and shoved in.
You could have just taped
We're
it.
live
Good job,
now.
Padre.
Father. We are live. I'm just letting you know. Just in case you don't want to say anything against that.
Bye, Spirit. Bye, Spirit.
Hey, could you, son, could you tear me off a piece of that? Okay, no.
Break me off a piece of that ass.
Break me off a piece of that.
Is this the one that doesn't have the alcohol?
I was like texting and I looked up and I was like, what the fuck?
This is your
We're live. Whenever you are ready, we can convene for our next course. Everybody, if you did enjoy your meatballs, there are some very more soft, moist balls in the kitchen.
Moist balls? Moist balls for dessert. Who in the heck took my fork, Marco?
Did Marco take your fork? Marco, what? Get your sister her fork.
It's okay, I got a fork right here. I'll give you a fork right in the kisser.
If anybody else would like to see this medical report that I somehow report. It is your medical report. You know everything about your necrosa fictiona.
Let me see.
That is actually the name of his disease.
What?
The necrosa fictiona.
There are children watching this stream.
So the fake death?
Necrosa fictiona. That would be it. Yes.
I just want to read that.
Everyone, please enjoy your food. This is one of the most famous Italian restaurants in all of New York.
I thought it wasn't delivery. I thought it was DiGiorno.
It is not DiGiorno. They make pizzas, sweetheart. These are
Is this not a pizza?
Balls.
There's the sauce. There's meat. There's bread.
I was trying to explain.
How many times have you dropped on your head?
A lot. I was trying to.
This one right here thought I was a soccer ball.
And I kicked it. I kicked it again. I do it again. I do it again, I tell you.
Y'all are laughing, but I gotta live with them after we leave.
I don't live with you. I live with Mom.
Don't worry about that.
Tara, you know, you were so quick to judge me and sweet Rocco over here, but I noticed something. I walked in to find my sweet Peppy, you know, and when he was, you know, he was wearing his expensive Italian suit. He only wore that suit on special romantic occasions. I know he wore that suit when he proposed to me. He wore that suit on our first date. I know this suit. And it made him look so handsome, just like his brother Rocco. And don't smoke at the table down. You think
That's what
Pepe was
out?
out? Do you think Pepe might have been, I don't know, out fooling around with some young 39-year-old woman?
39? You added a decade on my age, darling. Pepe was one hot-blooded Italian male, like many of them are.
Yeah, that's right.
He's been putting the moves on, you know, me and every other woman in town ever since he arrived. He had such an overly active sex drive, as I'm sure you may or may not know. He must have had women all...
We're about to see a smackdown, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the cat earlier, but you're about to see a cat fight. You just said some fighting words, sweetheart. She's gonna stomp out the bun in your
I
oven.
will have you know, he was the hottest Italian man I've ever had in my life.
Your face isn't pregnant.
He wasn't with me on the night he died, but maybe he was with some other little woman in town. Maybe younger than you, but 20-something years. Whew. Your face isn't pregnant. Your face isn't pregnant.
Your face is not pregnant. And I am fine with hitting you anywhere that does not have a baby.
Which may or may not be your mouth, huh?
Everyone, I got some news.
Isn't that the best time to chime in, Marco?
I know, but in the light of this intense moment, I just wanted to let everyone know that I received an offer to play professional soccer in Europe for the Forza Grande.
Congratulations.
Listen, I know y'all. I know the two of you are about
Where's
to
the
beat
ground
each
game?
other's faces.
Why are they lying to you?
I know the two of you are about to beat each other's faces in, but Marco is gonna play sports one day.
I'm very proud of you.
She's
son.
been proud of me since the start.
I've always.
Marco's gonna play some sports ball.
He's gonna play some sport. I love that he's playing sport ball. He's following his dream, and he's not taking over the restaurant the way that his father would have wanted him to. And I could not be more proud of the fact
Thank
that
you.
my
He's a
sweet
failure.
boy
I'm
is
not a
moving
failure.
on.
You're a failure.
I'm gonna be great.
Follow his
You're gonna
dream.
be terrible.
Since we're on the notes of your precious children, Bo, are you sure you're in love with Angel?
No.
Are you sure you're not just marrying her for her money?
Wait, we're getting married?
Well, of course, you know it. You know I've been working up on saving a beautiful engagement ring.
Okay.
Wait, you've been doing what?
You know, girl.
Are you
I
sure
mean-
you just don't want Rocco's
No.
inheritance?
No,
You know-
I really love Angel.
You know,
I was gonna marry. I fell in love with her as soon as I came off the boat.
I told you, my character is the most racist character. As soon as, no, I saw the boat
We
pull
came
up, and I was
together,
like, I'll have that
Rocco.
one right there.
We came together. We know this.
Bo,
I'll have that
you've been
next
getting a
one.
little too smart for your own good.
I agree.
You know, I can no longer trust him.
I can't
And
either.
his days with me are numbered.
Numbered.
Rocco.
He knew his only hope of moving up in my enterprise was to marry my niece.
Rocco.
And if Peppy found out about this, Angel's papa,
Angel's papa,
Peppy,
Left
stood in your way.
stood in your way.
God rest his soul.
God
Got
rest his soul.
God.
Still here.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Rocco. I'm sure I made some few mistakes during here,
The pronunciation of mademoiselle was
but
one of them.
you need me. Yeah, you know that. You know you will need me at the end, and we'll see that. But, Mama Rosa.
And
But Mama
besides,
Rosa.
go ahead.
Go ahead,
Okay,
honey. Go.
I was gonna defend your honor.
Throw the first pasta, please. I can take it.
Before we get to that,
You mean the
People.
Uncle Rocco, your problem with my papa goes back 25 years. Everybody knows you two were both in love with my ma. God knows why.
God does know why.
What does God know, Father?
Very confident.
However, I know for a fact, because she told me when she was drunk one night, that she used to be engaged to you. And I know that you've been salty as a saltine ever since my papa stole her away.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
your
are
papa did steal my fiance away 25 years ago. But it was 25 years ago. I moved on since now. It's all forgotten.
Well,
Plus,
I
your
don't know.
papa did get a pretty black eye.
I'm experienced in sensing the lack of love in relationships. And I can kind of see this in you and Tara's actions towards each other. Why did you ask to marry her?
Because I always wanted a
Knocked her
son.
up.
She got that booty.
And she's got one in there for me.
That booty.
Unlimited
booty.
booty for life. And then there's this one who I picked right off the boat. Like an IKEA desk. I had to put him together. He had an instruction manual.
How long did that take you?
Well, I skipped a few steps. That's
still
why.
working on it.
Yeah, I skipped a few steps. That's why he can't speak French.
Well, at least he was cheap. That's all that matters.
That's what I'm saying. And he looks great in the living room. Ma, are you okay?
You never even guessed.
I believe I have to make this.
Look at the eyeshadows running, Ma.
It's the tears I shed.
All 10 gallons.
Oh, God.
I do have a case of the honey glow, something fierce.
Something awful.
Rocco, you're the one point fingers. I can't
Go Southern.
Go
Go
Southern.
Southern.
I'm going Southern.
Think
Or
Louisiana,
Mexican,
bro.
or
Same
something.
thing.
I'm going Mexico. Right?
Rocco.
I gotta say,
Hey, oh my.
Just go 100% Mexican.
Just go Mexican. I'll do it too.
Do it.
We'll both do it.
I don't know if I
I
like
may-
being Mexican.
I may have picked you off the wrong boat. I'm sorry.
That's why I can't pronounce any of the French words.
Yeah, I
Special
picked you off
breed
the
of
wrong boat.
No, it came off the wrong website. That's what it was.
This is 2009. We don't have the internet.
We have MySpace.
I swear, you must have been dropping your head a lot.
I'm just saying.
Please, continue on.
Rocco has been talking a long time about getting revenge on his brother. And plus, on his intentions were to cause Pepe a lot of grief by tearing his family apart. That's why he instructed me to cause trouble between Pepe and Angel.
Wait.
Excuse me?
That is the biggest load of crap I've ever heard. Yeah. I wanted to get back at Pepe. I wanted to make him squirm a little bit. Like most Italian men do. But all I wanted you to do was to spend a little time with Angel. It was all your idea to marry her.
You were spending a little time with my you wanted him to spend a little time with my Angel?
Yes, I did.
Ma, I'm an adult.
Yes.
I'm an adult. It's
But
not illegal where he comes from.
I
That
would
is
never.
debatable, young lady. You are not an adult until you leave my house.
Ma, I live in my own apartment. Did you not listen to my introduction?
No, I didn't. You grew up in my house.
I push you out of mine. Hoo-ha.
I was never ever going to marriage between you and my niece. You're not even an Italian man.
Not even
You're
an
French.
Italian man.
Not even
You are
French.
an
Not
Italian.
really.
But while we're on the subject of marriage, Mama Rosa. You are
What are we talking about?
You were a little bit
Yes,
more
okay.
fond of me than you would let on. You
Fondled
see,
you?
I think
Fond of.
I think you're talking.
Fondue?
No. Fond of her.
Who fondue? What
You
fondue?
get
That's French. That's his stuff.
Did y'all fondue?
I could go for
See,
some.
Mama Rosa,
I want some fondue.
you sent me
What's
a
all
love
fondue? Wait.
Is that kind of party?
You sent me a love letter. And I have it right here.
You.
Oh.
Why do we all have these documents on our person at all times?
I knew that.
It was planned to come here and find out who shot your father.
I thought we were just having dinner.
For the jury in the audience, I shall read. Dear Rocco. Dear Rocco.
Rocco.
Dear Rocco.
Good my debate
Good thing you had the name when you were trying to
To be fair, my handwriting is very hard.
laugh.
You would be surprised to get this letter. It has been as many years since we have spoken to each other. Often I have thought of you and wondered how our life would be if I had staged to marry you in 1985.
Need more.
Instead of running away with Pepe, I still have feelings for you. Do you remember? More. My marriage.
That's French. That's his business. You can't be stealing his business, Ma.
My marriage to Pepe is not so good. I'm a lonely woman, and I would like to return to Italy. Tell me how you feel about me. Maybe we can start again. Yours forever, Rosa. Would anybody like to sit a letter?
I would.
Good.
I'd like a knife, please.
I wrote that letter to you
Just
many,
walking our way to our
many
local
months
bread.
ago, at a time when things were really not going well between me and Pepe. We fought, we were a couple. Things go well, things go bad. Everyone knows about
We
that.
were out of
It was
cash.
an impulse that we were out of cash. It was an impulse thing to do. It meant nothing. Nothing at all. I forgot that I wrote the damn thing.
Mama,
Burn.
if I may say, you've been stealing money from the restaurant for years now, saving to buy a house in Italy. You were planning to leave Pepe soon and go back and live there.
What?
You've seen
She
it in a lot of
purchased that
stuff.
house a long time ago. If Pepe found out about her plans, it would have become a very dangerous situation.
I did not steal any of that money from the restaurant's profit.
Are you sure? Because Rocco had told me this.
But Rocco was a damn dirty.
And now
handsome
with this
boy.
letter,
You touched
with this
my
letter,
brain.
it seems to be coming true now, like altogether now.
I did not steal profits from the restaurant. I've worked for years, and Pepe has never paid me a salary. I earned all the money that I took and more. With that money, I bought a house in Italy. That's true. Now I can go home and live the rest of my life in peace.
Now I recognize you. You had dinner at La Speranza about 3 months ago.
This restaurant.
Yeah, this one here that we're at. But your hair was shorter and it was a different color. You were eating alone and acting very seductive towards Papa. What were you doing that evening?
Towards who?
I I mean,
towards Pepe.
it's true. I was in New York on a shopping trip. Rocco had told me about his brother Pepe many times. I just started to do some harmless spying, like many Italian women do, on
Ain't that
Pepe's
the truth?
family while I was here. And when I did, I saw Clair with Pepe.
Father,
My good friend.
I'm gonna have to make a confession real soon.
You denounced me as a friend
It could be
here.
another murder.
I
here
denounced you
real
as a
soon.
clairvoyance, young lady.
You are a booty call.
I do not recommend it.
You are a booty clairvoyant.
Pepe was a regular client and devoted mystical believer. But I made sure not to share your visits with Pepe, and I made sure not to share his visits with you. I'm as professional as a priest.
Oddly enough.
Must be very professional then.
Why, are you a horrible priest?
Oh.
Are you as devout as you say you are?
Yeah.
If they touch, we're gonna explode.
popcorn in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying?
Ma, I got some news.
Yeah.
And you gonna go to the soccer again?
As much as I do love soccer, it's about your daughter, Angel.
Excuse me?
She is no angel. She is a gangster,
You-
just like Uncle Rocco.
You've been waiting to use that line all night, haven't you?
She ain't part of my gang.
She even has organized crime that gangs
maybe
and
I
stuff
helped out a
that
little.
extort neighborhoods by threatening to vandalize their stores if they don't pay protection money.
Protection money.
She is violent enough to murder.
You moving in on my
Pepe.
crowd?
That's interesting.
Listen,
That
listen,
don't sound
listen, listen, listen.
Linda.
Linda, listen. My gang, as Marco so eloquently put, is a respectable team of neighborhood teenagers who
Soccer
work
players.
with me to offer protection services
There ain't
to
nothing
local
respectable about
merchants.
teens.
The merchants pay to prevent their stores from being vandalized or robbed. I'm not a violent person. Hardly anybody gets hurt from it.
Hardly.
So, lately, my church
Do you want to go?
has been had problems with vandalism and minor crimes. Maybe you'd consider offering me with your protection.
Absolutely, Father, but I gotta let you know, I'm not into donations, if you know what I'm saying.
I see. I'll keep that in
Anybody
mind.
else want to talk some smack?
She's a thug, I'm telling you.
Father,
It sounds like rather thug to me, my dear
I
sweet
appreciate the
mama.
church and the Lord.
I didn't pick
I'll
the
protect
thug
you for
life.
free.
The thug life picked me.
Love you.
You just turn a blind eye to any crimes I commit.
You said it, not me.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, wait. Are you just reading the Bible?
His lines are in fact nothing but the Bible.
It's just verses after verses.
We're in Ecclesiastes right now.
You
It's about to get real
listen
good.
to Father Alfredo, that
I-
very handsome man sitting at the other end of the table.
He looks delicious, Ma.
He looks
So,
like
Delicious Alfredo.
I can do
I missed
anything that I
something?
please, sir.
So,
keep the
Marco,
husband.
I received a letter from Pepe. Received from the soccer team that you're hoping to play for. I have it right here, as we all apparently have all our documentation with us.
Ironically.
And it says, it was received on February 1st, 2009, this year. Dear Mr. Roni, thank you for your letter January 15th, 2009, informing us about your son Marco's medical condition. We're very sorry to hear about his disability.
It's my face.
Under the circumstances, we have withdrawn our contract offer for Marco to join our soccer club. We commend you for taking such a positive interest in your son's good health. Soccer Club, Venice, Italy. Would you like to see this?
It's a lie.
How do you feel about your father ruining your chances?
It's a lie, I tells ya.
I see. Anyone care
Pa-
to see this?
I would love to see
I already knew
that,
about it.
please.
Papa had no right to do what he did. And I'm still trying to work with the team and convince them that it was all just a mistake. Just a big misunderstanding.
Your father never wanted you to play sports. He didn't
see,
love you the way
I know, well, I didn't want to work in his
Marco.
restaurant.
Marco, you see, I went Russian there a little bit. But Marco, if you join my company and you take it over, this disgrace wouldn't happen.
It's not a disgrace, Mike.
No, this, what your father did to you,
It is a
it's a
disgrace.
disgrace.
I agree.
No, that type font is a disgrace. Do you see that? That's Comic Sans. You do not do that in a business letter to a soccer team. That is very unprofessional. No wonder they murdered him.
Father,
Hey,
Rocco and I would always meet up with you when visiting New York City. At our last meeting, I picked up a letter that dropped out of your pocket. It was from Peppy.
Why are we all just hanging on to these?
He did.
How do you feel about Peppy neutralizing Marco's chances to play professional soccer? After all, if Marco takes over the restaurant, you miss out on receiving the lands for the church expansion.
I see.
Church expansion.
Should I read this letter?
Is that
Probably.
Yeah, I would love to hear the letter, Tara.
January 5th, 2009. Dear Father Alfredo, as per your request, this letter confirms my intent to beneath the land upon you which La Speranza sits to your parish, in case that Marco is not interested in taking it over. I met with my attorneys. These names. Regarding and Retorni
What did you call me?
week.
I know you did not just insult my mother in front of me.
Last
at
week
dinner.
to sign my revised will.
Mr. Rigatoni is a great lawyer.
Family friend.
You got me in a jail 5 times.
I'll go ahead and pass
In a
this
row.
down.
Peppy was indeed a generous man. Now everyone knows that Marco never wanted the business. Peppy just wanted his contributions to be appreciated.
Contributions. He wanted to take the restaurant from us, didn't you?
I do not. It was his will. Legally, too.
Nobody wants this restaurant.
As it says.
Not even Marco.
Speaking of Marco,
What?
ever since you came to New York,
I've seen it.
Uncle Rocco has been pushing you to stand up and be a man. It's
As
no
they do me
secret
all
that
the
he's
time.
been looking for someone to take over Scarfazzi Enterprises.
Pretty sure.
Maybe you knocked off Papa to kind of earn his trust.
What are you talking about? Uncle Rocco was a joke. That mafia stuff went out of style years ago with the Godfather movies and the Scarfaces.
Says my multi-million-dollar enterprise.
I nearly died laughing when he told me to be a man and stand up to him.
Marco, it's called Scarfazzi Enterprises.
I know what it is. Don't tell me. Don't gotta tell me.
I see who it is.
But I played along with him to humor him. I mean, after all, he is my rich uncle. What am I gonna do? Tell him
You
about
ain't getting
money?
a single dime from me.
Well, screw you, Rocco.
But you're more worried about
I
problem.
agree.
That is a problem.
Well spoken.
I'm really concerned about the influence that you seem to be having over my daughter, Rocco.
What?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was supposed to say. This is exactly what I'm supposed to say. Yeah.
Yeah, me too, and I don't even know what
you
you're talking
arrived
about.
in New York. Yeah, you're. That's not. That's fine. You're not.
You're way ahead.
Oh, no, yeah. No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm worried about Rocco. I'm worried about your influence over my daughter. More than I am any influence that you could have ever over Marco here. Ever since you arrived in New York, my daughter has been acting strangely. You've always been a troubled girl, but now it's like you're trying to prove to him how bad you can really be.
She ain't bad enough.
They didn't give me anything on my page to respond to
I
you.
don't know. They only gave me one thing to accuse you with after you went after Marco.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm just gonna start throwing punches the Kardashian way. I don't think they're famous yet, are they? It's 2009.
It's 2009. Give it like another 2
They're,
years.
they're like 13 right now, right?
Something
Okay.
like that, yeah.
OJ still isn't in jail
No.
at this point.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Their dad's still alive, unlike my dad.
Kanye's still making music.
Not good music, but music.
Claire, if you reach into the stars at this moment, even though I know you can't actually reach into the stars and pull anything out of it right now because you've never told me anything except that my husband didn't love me. What could you pull from the stars?
I'm lost right now.
You're lost right now?
You need to take it easy on the wine, Claire.
Yeah, you're good.
I've already done all that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, and then
The only thing I did not do was read his poem. We already know why I read his poem.
You can't touch him. We're gonna explode.
No, that's father.
Oh, I thought you meant his poem. I was like,
Because honestly, I was supposed to read his poem.
you set his hand on fire.
Wait, we're on round
Reading.
Yeah.
She's reading my palm.
Reading your palm.
I didn't know you could read French.
That's where the instruction.
Spirits are universal.
Hey, that's where the instruction manual is. Where did I leave the part out where he speaks French?
So, that would probably be in his lifeline. There's a line right there. It totally says French right
I think that's the one that I had to super glue.
Yeah, but basically I see diamonds. And hold on. Because you just gave Angel some expensive jewelry, I bet.
Did you?
Which means Rocco must pay a lot.
Where it at?
But that's all the spirits are telling me, really.
Answer that.
Like my earrings I lost?
Listen, sweetheart, I'm gonna have to know if you bought me some fancy jewelry.
Yes, Angel. Like I told you before, I've been planning on marrying you, and you've been knowing this. I've been working on saving a beautiful engagement.
Yeah, like 75 people told me before you told me. So go ahead.
Of course, this is an Italian family, so rumor gets spread around a lot.
Like right now, tonight at this table.
Yes.
You're always gonna be the last one to know.
I guess so.
You're marrying my daughter over my dead body, not just my husband's.
But I knew it before everyone else, obviously.
Of course.
Nobody likes a show off.
Come on, now you believe me.
Well, I mean, of course you knew because, you know what? I paid your money and I can't believe I paid your money. Does anybody else have any more questions?
All I'm saying is you better make like Beyonce and put a ring on it because there ain't nothing on this finger. Well, there is a ring on this finger, but it ain't a wedding ring.
It better be as big as a soccer ball.
It better be bigger than that. It better be as big as her baby and this loaf of bread.
He couldn't afford one.
Well, if Rocco paid me more...
You're about to get fired.
This is the first time
Mama Rosa, I tell you this only once. Stay away from my Rocco. If you think you're coming to Italy to chase him, it will be a big mistake. Rocco doesn't love you. He loves me.
You are no good for Rocco. You came to America to chase my Pepe. Why should I leave your man alone? Maybe he likes some things that I have that you don't. Like
You have nothing. You are like an
I
old
get something?
shoe. Even the mystic moved in on your man.
Ah.
It's your life.
I'm not paying attention. Spirits are talking to me right now, sorry.
Sorry, I'm on a conference call right now.
There's a lot of static, I'm sorry.
We'll have to put you on a hold.
But Pepe was only a client. Though deep, our relationship was professional. Purely. So deep.
Mama Rosa,
Mystically.
you are fighting for nothing. Soon, I will be dead. Kaput! Neither of you wants my bones.
Oh, well.
I can use that.
Oh, Rocco, I'm so sorry. Come, eat more pasta. It will build up your strength. We can fight this thing together.
On the other hand, Uncle Rocco, when your number is up, it's up. You should be potato.
Potato.
You should be potato. I'm trying really hard not to sound southern right now. I know a guy who can do your will for cheap. What do you say? Just watch out for any priestly advice. Turns out they may not all be that neutral, if you know what I mean.
Angel,
True.
I am sorry you are bitter at your father. I know he was a traditional man, but perhaps your interactions with him made him think you weren't interested in the restaurant business.
I knew you were going to say that.
Save your prayers, all of you. I'm not in my grave yet. I have too many things to do first. Maybe even.
Like
if I
turn
could
this
the
page.
Maybe even finding a new manager for my vineyards. What do you think, Bo?
I think it would be a mistake.
Mark,
Honest,
look at-
seriously.
Oh, he was about to say the French word! He was gonna say the French word, and you ruined everything! Okay, give it another shot, honey. You get 2.
2 shots. Like I said before, I think it would be a mistake, Monsieur Scarfazzi.
It was like right there.
Yeah, it was like this.
Let's never keep going.
That's the idea version.
Monsieur.
Hold up.
No.
Now he can't read the English parts. I can hear Dad in the background.
Need someone to keep the Scarfazzi wine. It's the
Say it.
best in the world, even after you're gone.
Didn't help.
You did good, honey.
Look at the big man, Bo, sucking up to his boss. You realize if you marry my sister, Bo, you're in for a life of hell. She's 10 times worse than Uncle Rocco.
I do not agree, Marco. She has the spirit, are you?
10 out of 10 pronunciation!
Should I just like read my own Mexican? Like I'm just going full on Mexican.
Go full Mexican.
Just
I'm
start
going
making
full
up
on
words.
Mexican.
When you see a French
She has
word,
a spirit, eh, Holmes?
You got the spirit, that's it.
She has the spirit, that's it. You should make her your agent. Maybe she could get back on your soccer club, eh?
I can't even
Are we
deliver my own
Canadian
line.
or Mexican?
This is my Canadian, Mexican, French, Italian boyfriend, fiance. I'm sorry.
And I'm an off-brand Mexican, Italian.
He's IKEA. He's an IKEA Italian. That's what they sound like. But no thanks. I think Marco is perfectly suited to be a waiter for the rest of his life. Take that as a tip, big brother.
Your time is coming, Angel. I think your brief life of crime is about to catch up with you, if you know what I mean. Let's go on and see.
Why did you say Angel like it wasn't my real name?
Yeah, but you ain't no angel, you're a
Angel,
devil.
if that is your real name.
There was no dessert, by the way.
Oh, no tiramisu?
Can we take a
No, me.
Can we take a meth break?
math break?
Math